Hello and welcome back to Profit channel. Today we're going to be going through an e-commerce site on Wix that sells watches. So to do this, all you're going to have to do is go into Wix, sign up if you haven't already. It's very quick. And if you have signed up, just sign in and go into your sites page. So once you've signed up, you'll be presented on the homepage of Wix. Just select the Create a Site button, and if you've just signed in on your sites page, in the top right corner, select Create a Site. Once you've done that, you'll be presented with this page. What kind of website do you want to create? Just choose online store as we're making an e-commerce site. Once you've selected that, you'll see these two options. Let Wix ADI create a website for you, or create your website with the editor. In my opinion, the editor is much better, gives you a lot more customization options, as well as making it more personal to your site. The Wix ADI will ask you a series of questions and then attempt to make you a template and a website out of that. So for customization options and making it more personal to you, I would definitely choose a template. So on the right hand side here, select choose a template. Once you've clicked that, you'll see all these templates appear. These are all the options, all tailor-made to suit different types of websites. And you can see here at the top at the filter, we can filter what templates we would like to see. So as I'm making an e-commerce site that sells watches, I'm going to choose jewelry and accessories. As we come down through these templates, we'll see here there's one already made for watches. Although I don't think I might choose that. I think I'm going to choose this one over here to the left. It has the caps on it. Select edit. And this will bring up the loading screen to bring you into the editor where you can customize your site. I'll be back in just a second once this is loaded. Now that the editor is loaded, you'll see here that we're already on the home page, as well as some other options that are on the left and onto the right, and even options up here in the top. We're going to go up here at the top and just go through some things. So here is a drop down list of all the pages on your site. Member pages, journal pages, store pages. Most of these you'll never look at, but they're there if you ever want to. Over to the right of this, we have the responsive ways of viewing the screen. So at the minute we're viewing desktop. If you want to, you can click on mobile, which I definitely would suggest doing whenever the site gets close to finishing, or as you go along. Especially if you plan on doing Facebook campaigns or Instagram campaigns and whatnot, where you redirect your users onto your site. Because if you're doing it on Facebook, most people use Facebook on their phones, and they'll just click the link and that'll take them onto their phone, over onto your site, and they'll view it there. So you definitely want to have an optimized site on your phone, so customers have a really good time viewing your site, and there's nothing weird happening with text or alignments or anything like that. We're definitely going to have a look at this later on. Over next, we have site. We have save, which you'll only be doing throughout when you're making changes, or you made a big addition and you want to save it just in case something happens, like your browser closes or your computer crashes. None of this saves. You should go ahead and hit save. Preview is just a way of viewing your site without any of the grid lines or the options to the left and right or the top bars, just how it would look online. Settings, you can connect with a domain name if you already have one. And all these other options we're not going to look into today. Tools, these are just toolbars that are appearing on the left and right of the screen and the grid lines. Dev mode is an option we're not going to look at today, but it could be a good feature. Help, these are different ways that Wix are going to try and help you out to help you with your site. And you can upgrade. This will be something you want to do if you're using an e-commerce site, as Wix will need you to do this if you want to get payments into your site. Look at this later on. Over here we have other options, so you can hire a partner so they can help you go through your site and do things better. You can zoom out, you can undo and redo changes. Again, you can save and you can preview and publish. This is the final thing you're going to do to get your site live. Here on the left hand side we have different options, menus and pages. This is where you can see the different options and pages on your site. You can go through them here, you can delete them, you can add them. Here we can change the background of the whole page. Next one down, this is where you're going to get all your widgets for your site. So your text, your images, buttons, galleries, decorative options, interactive options, boxes, strips, listing grids, video and music, menus, socials, contact and forms. Many other options there too. This is the Wix app market. Some other options here we're not going to look at today, but some of these can be quite good, but don't need to look at them today for what we're going to do. Media, this is where things that you're going to upload to the site, like your images, your videos, Facebook photos, Instagram photos, all that sort of stuff. If you're going to create a blog, you can do it here. I'm not going to do that today, of course, but if you want to do that, it's here. And finally, the store. We're going to look at this very shortly, but not right now. But the next couple minutes, we're going to be looking at this. So now that we're on the home page, what we're going to do is, I'm going to look up here, the top bar. You'll see here already there's no navigation menu. So I go to Add, and we go down to Menu here, and you see theme menus here. I quite like the top one. Just left click on that, and it'll appear. Drag this up into your header section. Make sure it's aligned. If you see that pink line in the middle, that shows it's aligned to the middle. Let go. And that noise you're hearing is just telling you you're making changes or things are being aligned to different areas that are currently not on. So that's it in there now. You can also see here that the About Us is not next to the shop, in between home and shop here. To do this, all you have to do is manage the menu, and you'll see here where About Us is. If you left click and hold and drag this up and this drop, that'll move it over. And you can see here this is already moved. And this will take us over to the About Us page as well. To get back out, just go back up the page here and click Home. And this is back to the home page. Another thing you want to do is add your logo in here. So what you're going to do is just right click on each one of these items and remove these. And remove the container box as well. And now you've done that, you can add your logo in. To do that, you can simply just add an image onto the site. My image uploads. And now we're going to add some site files on here. So to do this, you can click upload media here or here in the top left. Just click on it now. Upload from your computer, or you can upload from different areas like Drive, Facebook, Instagram, Dropbox, and other areas. I'm going to do this now myself. You can see here, here's all my watches. I'm going to highlight all of these and click open. This is going to upload these onto the site now. I'll be back when these are uploaded. And now that all images have been uploaded, as you can see here, I'm just going to choose one as a sample logo. Obviously, you're going to upload your own image of your logo here. But as an example, I'm just going to choose this watch, add to page. I'm going to drag this down to be of logo size, drag it up into the header. And you can see now it's appearing here. You'll also want to have some text beside this if your logo doesn't have text in it. If it does, there's no need for it. But there's no text like the one I currently have. You can add some text in. To do this, select Add, Text, Titles, Business Title. We can then again drag this up into the header section. Double click to highlight it all. Backspace to remove, and add your name. As you can see here, it's gone over 2 lines. To change this, just drag it out a little bit more. And there we can see now it's all in one line. It looks quite nice. I just brought us back over to the About Us page. To do that, get back out of this, just go back over here, select Home, and this will bring us back over to the home page. So already you can tell that this has nothing to do with watches. So if you left click anywhere on this top strip, change strip background, select image, and choose one from your site files. If you haven't already, you can upload more images, or if you've already uploaded them, just select one, change background, and then now we can start fiddling with the text and alignments of things. I'm going to drag the shop now down, making sure using the pink line as a grid line to show things are aligned to the middle, and bring this down as well. I don't like this title very much, so I'm going to right click and delete it. I'm going to go to Add, Text, Titles, and down. Quite like the tall title. I'm going to drag it down here. You'll notice the text is black, so double click to highlight it again. Click the color, change to white. I'm also going to click here for alignment, change it to middle. And with it highlighted, I'm going to change this to be a tagline. The tagline is going to be take a leap through time. And you'll notice that this is going over multiple lines. So again, I showed you with the logo, you can drag this out. I want this all to be in one line. So it's in one line. What we can do is we can just drag this down, find that purple grid line again, and making it a line to the middle. Bring it up a little bit higher. And what we can do is we can left click and drag on the stretch and decrease the size of the overall strip. And now it's looking quite well. Up here at the top, it says free shipping worldwide. This is an option that, because our business is going to be shipping worldwide and the shipping price is going to be quite dear, we're going to remove this whole banner here. So just left click to highlight the banner, right click again, and then delete. And that's it gone. Coming down a bit, you'll see here we have products. And now this is where we're going to get into their products and upload images and get them all added onto the site. So to do this, go to the store option here, click get started. When you get brought over to the store manager page, go to dashboard. And once you're here, go to store products. And you'll see here this is where all the products are for this current site. Obviously we're doing watches. So select all, delete, yes I'm sure. And now we can go about adding new products. So select new product. If your business is, for example, ebooks, printables, or digital albums like songs and whatnot, that'll be a digital file. But because we're selling watches, this is a physical file. So anything for the likes of shoes, t-shirts, cups, plants, anything like that, that'll be physical. Select physical. And now we can start adding products. So to begin, I'm going to add an image here. And this will be the first product. So I'm going to choose this black leathered watch here. And that's exactly what I'm going to name it. So if you click up top, I'm going to call it black leather watch. If you come on down, you can add a ribbon. For example, if it's a new arrival or a hot item or a popular item, you can add that in here. The price, you can set this. I'm going to make it £65. You can add it to be on sale, so this will give it a discount. Add a description. I'm going to just say luxury black leather watch. Luxury black leather watch. And I keep coming down here. You can add custom text to personalize the product, add more product options. We can show inventory and shipping, so you can track for every watch that goes out. You can track the stock that you currently have left. I'm not going to do that today, but it's an option that's definitely there for you to do. And with that, as easy as that, that's the product done. Hit save. And that's the product added. You'll see some pop-ups coming up like that one there now. It's just telling me to set up shipping for different regions. I'm going to do that later on, 100%. Here at the top, you'll see another one telling me that I haven't set up a payment method. It's another thing I'm going to look at later on, so don't worry about that just yet. You can X off that. And now we have our first product added. What I'm going to do is now, I'm going to go ahead and add in the rest of the products. You should do the same. Just follow the exact same way I just did there now and add in the rest. Back with you in just a couple of seconds. As you can see here, I went ahead and added the rest of the products into the page. So now what we can do is, if we hit the X up here in top right hand corner, and this X as well, you'll see now they're appearing here on the shop page of the site. And all the products are appearing, which is quite nice. You'll see here new arrivals, which you don't really need because the page is new. So we can just remove these. Again, the noise is just them being deleted and showing that it's been updated. Now what you can do is you can just lift these items up by left clicking on the boxes that they're contained in and moving them up using the purple line to show you where the center line is to make sure everything is centered and looking good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to return to the home page. What we're going to do here is we're going to remove this title. Click here in the grid gallery. Click settings. You'll see here that it's still showing the hats, but don't worry about this. Change the selection to be all products. As you can see here now we have all the products on the page. In my opinion, we can remove this, so right click and delete. Go into add, go down to store, slider product gallery, choose that, bring it up a little bit, and then bring the shop up as well, below it, and then below that, drag up this strip at the bottom, just to make sure that there's no big white gap in between it. And now we have a sliding gallery to show off all the other products. Instead of having to show all of them on one page, we can now just show a few, and if they want to go ahead and shop, they can hit shop all. Now below this, we have an Instagram area for if you want to drag in images from your Instagram, you can feel free to do that. But as I don't have an Instagram associated with this company, we can go ahead and we can delete this. And right click and delete this as well. But what we are going to do is we're going to add another strip in for a much needed area on any homepage, which is a little bit about the company that brings them onto the About Us page. So any user, when they come on the page, they want to know a little bit about the company before they get started, if they're not already going to click the call to action button for the shop now. So what you want to do is go to add, go down the strip, and you'll see here there's a set of categories we can choose from here. Go to the about, and I quite like this third one down. Just click and drag, hold left click and drag on, and place it directly below the top area. And you'll see that there that goes in perfectly. But as you can see already, these two images on either side do not fit with the watch theme. So what you're going to do is go to the far left column, left click, change column background, image, and then from here, go to your site files, and if you've already uploaded an image, choose one from here, or you haven't yet, go to upload media, and again, upload your images from there. I'm going to choose this image here by double clicking on it. That'll update that side. Do the same over here on the right, left click, change column background, go to image, go to the site files, and then I'm going to choose this image. And there we go, fantastic. What you'll also notice is that it's saying here in the bottom of the About Us, book a place. We don't want it to say that. So left click, change text, and we're going to change this to be read more. That way the user knows they want to read more about the company, they can click there and that'll take them there. Click the add a link option, click the down arrow, choose About Us, click done, and that's that finished. And now in these two areas here, you want to add text about your company, just a little bit, not the entire thing, as this will only be a small snippet of what is already on the About Us page. So usually here you'd put the first paragraph or something small, and then if they want to read the rest, they can click read more and I'll take them over to read it. We don't, however, need this tagline. We can remove that, right click and delete, and that's it gone. Here, all I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some text about the company. I'm going to speed that up just to not waste much time, and I'll catch up with you guys in a couple of seconds. And now that I have that finished, we can carry on to another page now. So we go here, select page, go to the About Us, and you'll see here we already have an About Us page made for us. So right straight away, we're going to change this image on the right. Just left click, manage columns, to left click on it, change column background, go to image, go to the site files again, and I'm going to choose this image. Looks great. And now all I'm going to do is take the text that I just put on the home page, I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to have a little bit more text. I'll catch you guys in a couple of seconds because we already know how to do this. And now that you can see here that I've added this text in, and hopefully you've done the same, we can go ahead and look at one of the final pages, which is the contact page. Before we move on to that, you can see already here we have the blog sitting here. And you know that I was saying earlier, we're not actually going to make a blog. So what you can do here is click Manage Menu, click the blog, click the three dots, and click Delete. Now I'll remove it. Same with these other three pages, if you don't want these on your site, although they're hidden to the plain eye at the minute, the pages do still exist. So if you want to remove those, you can. But for now, we're just going to leave them unhidden, just in case you want to use them later in the line. With that removed now, let's move on to the final page of contact. So click on that from the page option to the top. This will bring you in here. And obviously already you can tell we don't want stock lists. So left click, delete, left click, right click, and then delete. And now we can delete this line, don't do that anymore. And we can bring this down, along with this down, just by dragging it with left click. Here, we're just going to add in a dummy phone number and a dummy email. And now, what you would do is highlight, and go to link. Don't need any of these pages. Click on email instead, and type in the email again. Simply begin just type it in your email again. Select done. What I'll do is I'll create a mailing list, so when anyone clicks this, they'll be directed to a mail to, which will allow them to create an email towards your business. You can also highlight this and then take away the underline if you don't want the underline to be there. Over here on the right, we have a contact form. This is a brilliant idea for your site if you want to allow customers to contact you about any inquiries or returns or anything like that. Create the have. It's very simple. All they're going to do is enter their name, their email, which will allow you to see where it's coming from. They'll enter a message to submit, and that'll send it straight to you. Fantastic. You can always go ahead and edit this if you want. Just left click, go in the form settings, and you do all the settings from in here. Fantastic stuff. And with that, we can return to the home page. And we're almost done. So what we're going to do now is select My Store, go to the dashboard, and we're going to look at those settings that I was talking about earlier on. So click on Settings, go to Store Shipping, and as we already know, we're going to be doing an international business here. So this is our shipping prices at the minute. So because our business is in the UK, we're going to offer free shipping to UK residents, which is perfectly fine. But international shipping, I think, should be a little bit higher cost, as the cost to ship worldwide is definitely more than free. What we're going to do is left click and edit shipping rule. Come down to free shipping, left click on this, change the flat rate. Change this to international shipping. Change the delivery to 5 to 7 days, or even 5 to 7 working days. Change the price to £5 or whatever you wish. And if the customer spends more than a certain price, you can make it free for them. So if they spend more than £70, say, which at a watch shop shouldn't be too hard to do, or if you're doing a bookstore, you could save more than £30. Whatever works for you. Click Save, and that'll save that. And now finally, we can move over the payments. So Wix already offers their own type of payment, which is credit and debit cards. And then you can also choose to put on PayPal with that as well, which I think works perfectly. Now to carry on with this step, you will need to upgrade to an e-commerce monthly subscription on Wix, which I'll show you now. Just connect. They'll tell you that there's certain things you can't sell online or deliver, which is CBD oil, tobacco, firearms, all the normal stuff you'd expect. Come on down and select I'm not selling any of these. And now it's going to tell you need to upgrade. This will allow you to connect the domain name, upgrade to an e-commerce site, you can accept payments, and then start selling online. But you already have the frame for it. You have the template. You've just made the website. This is the last step you need to do to get online and get ready and get your own domain in and sorted. But since this is only a mock site, I'm not going to do that today, but you can. Hit X, go to the preview, go to the home page. What you can do from here is select mobile. And now you can see that the site looks like a mobile. You can already see that some of the things don't look too great. So what we're going to do about that is now we're going to go back to editor. I'm going to skip this step. And what we're going to do is we're going to drag this down. We're going to drag it in. Out a little bit from the side. We're going to hide the watch. So now we can drag everything up now. We can even bring this back up. We can bring the Shop Now button down. We can bring the new arrivals right here down. We can leave that as it is. And now you can see the site flows much better. Along with our scroller we have here now as well. We can go back to preview again. And now you can see that the edits we have made are now on the site. Our scroller works. We can click the drop down to bring up other options. We can go to the About Us page. So here we can see the text we edited and the image we put in. I don't quite like this gap. So we can go back to editor again. This is the importance of using a mobile responsive design like this. It allows you to see things that might go wrong on mobile and allows you to get rid of those things before they go online. So you can move this up a bit. We're going to bring this up a little bit too. Come down here. We don't like this gap very much. Just going to bring that up like this. And there we go. I don't want this showing on mobile, as we're not going to need it right now. So we're just going to click hide. And here we have our social bar, which is always good to have. And with that updated, we can now move on to the next page. So go to preview again. Go to the contact page. And here you can see that everything is working well. But again, this big white gap we don't want. So click back to editor. We're going to bring this right up. And there we go. Click preview again. And now you can see it flows much better now. And go back in here, we'll go to the shop. And the shop flows very well as everything is already made responsive on this page. Good job. Go back to desktop mode. Go into the editor. And we're going to fix this bottom line here. Let's double click on it to highlight it. We're going to change this to be copyright the watch company 2020. And we're going to highlight that and we're going to center it. And that's that finished. We're also going to hide the subscribe as well. Which will be right here under delete. Don't want that option. We're going to move the socials up to here. You'll see down here in the footer, there's other things we don't need here as pages that aren't on the site. For example, stockists, we don't need that. So backspace again to move that. The blog, we haven't got that anymore. Backspace that out. We don't need this at all. Nothing here we are using, so go ahead and delete that. You'll notice in here there's no home. So go to the back of the shop, hit enter, go back up to the next line, change your color to white, and then type in home. This isn't linked yet, so highlight it, click link. Home is already selected, and select done, and highlight again, and remove that underline. And there we go, there's our footer finished. And with that, the site is finished. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to preview just to check it one last time. Go to home. And the site's looking great. So now all you have to do is click back to editor, click save. You'll see a save window open here. And you'll see that it's just saved as my site. But if you're going to make this live, you'll obviously have your own domain name now that you've upgraded, or you've brought in your own domain name from, for example, Google Domains would be an example of that. And then you would hit done, click publish, and your site's now published. You can also bring in your domain name if you haven't already. Click done, and that's it done. I hope this video helped you out a lot and you've learned a lot from it. If you need anything, please feel free to comment below. I'd like to hear your feedback. Thanks very much. Good luck and goodbye.